In the realm of human fertility, there exists a hidden puzzle known as sperm morphology, seldom discussed and veiled in secrecy. This elusive piece of the puzzle holds the potential to avert an ominous fate looming on the horizon: the 2045 crisis. While the majority remain unaware, those who delve into its mysteries may uncover a crucial solution, a whispered hope amidst the gathering shadows.
I've been reading this book, and there's something in here that's been gate kept for hundreds, possibly even thousands of years. You see, tens of thousands of years ago, our species, which is Homo sapiens, sapiens is our species. Homo means man. Before, there used to be many different species of humans, right? There used to be Homo habilis, Homo erectus, there's Homo sapiens, there were Neanderthals. See, the word homo is an umbrella term for man. Okay, don't make any stupid jokes. It means man. Homo has the umbrella term of multiple different species of human, and sapiens means wise, right? So Homo sapiens, and this is Latin, in the Latin language, Homo sapiens means wise man. We are Homo sapiens. We gave ourselves the name wise man. Very modest of us. But what's very interesting is we used to be able to breed like 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 years ago when multiple human species existed at once, which means we're all human, but we share different genetic like DNA, and it's like a different species, like a pit bull and a Pomeranian, or a German Shepherd and a Golden Retriever. They're all under the umbrella term of dog, but they're different species. That used to be the same case with humans. We used to be the same exact thing as like German Shepherd and pit bull and these different breeds, and we were able to breed with them the same way, the same exact way a German Shepherd is able to breed with a Golden Retriever. That's possible. And we used to breed with Neanderthals. We used to breed with different. There was one that lived in a human species that lived in East Asia. I forgot the name. Perhaps it was Erectus. We used to breed with Homo erectus. We used to breed with Neanderthals. And if you don't know what Homo erectus are and Neanderthals are, you can just go take a look at what we think they may have looked like on Google Images. We used to breed with those people, and our children turned out fine. And there's a big theory of whether we are mixed, as in we have like Neanderthal DNA, or we're purely sapiens, and nobody really knows. But the whole point of me telling you this is that we were able to breed with a completely different species and have healthy children. Today, the modern couple tries for a baby for 5 years only for them to find out they're fucking infertile. Or they try for a baby for a couple of years and eventually the woman gets pregnant and the child turns out with multiple disabilities, possibly like lost limbs, blind, deaf. Your future child might be severely disabled because of the actions you are taking today. There's such a thing called sperm morphology. And this is basically the study, or not the study, the observation of how different sperm cells literally can morph into an almost different and mutated creature. So let me show you. Obviously, we know what a sperm cell looks like, right? We have the sperm cell over here. Really hope you can see. We have the sperm cell over here, with the head on top, the midpiece, and the tail. Sperm morphology is the observation of when there are different abnormalities. So for example, the head might be abnormal, it might mutate. The midpiece, which is this middle part, might mutate, and you have the tail, which also can possibly mutate. I'm going to show you a couple of pictures of head abnormalities, midpiece abnormalities, and tail abnormalities. This is what a healthy sperm looks like. This is what all of your sperm cells should look like. It should be very simple, like the head, the midpiece, and the tail. How do you think the child will turn out to be if the sperm cell looks like this? How do you think that child will turn out to be? Because this is one of the main and leading causes of weird abnormalities. Your child might be mentally retarded. Your child might be missing like a limb, might be missing a nose, might have like some bacteria in it that grew because of this mutation that literally destroys its life. You have the healthy sperm cell here, and then you have the modern sperm cell that we literally see in so many like ejaculatory fluids in men. You see like these different mutated, bro, I promise you, you go get tested right now, 100 years ago, 200, 300, 1,000 years ago, right? Most 99.9999 sperm cells in your ejaculate would look normal. It would look like this. It would look like what it's supposed to look like. Now, go take a test. Go take a test and you'll see the amount of, the insane amount of abnormalities in sperm. And granted, these usually die off. These usually aren't able to swim to the fertilized egg. But imagine if one does. Imagine if your entire life you lived blind and deaf. Or imagine if your entire life you lived autistic. And you know why this happened to you? Let's imagine, right? Imagine your entire life you lived autistic and, you know, you were bullied in school because, you know, kids young your age, they're gonna bully you, bro. They're gonna bully you 100%. Kids your age think like that. Kids older than you think like that. You get picked on. You can't learn well. You end up making less money. Nobody really wants to get settled down with you and marry you. It's the harsh truth of the world. And you know why this happened? Because your father kept on fucking his body when he was older, or when he was younger. You literally may have a child that is grown from a bent sperm cell, and 100% that child will, like, I guarantee you, that child will have some form of disability. Maybe it's not one you can see, maybe it's not one that's apparent, but it's one that will literally affect the child for its whole life. It might be a facial abnormality which keeps the kid insecure for his whole life. Imagine you had that, bro. Imagine you had that. There's a guy on YouTube named Amit Goes. He was born with this abnormality. Imagine you face or you force your child to live with this suffering its whole life. All because you put away a fucking donut. You're gonna ask me, what do you mean a donut? What the hell are you talking about, Ali? What causes this bullshit? All of these abnormalities? What causes these abnormalities? And it all goes back to the same things I've been preaching to you since fucking day one. Unhealthy lifestyles, the seed oils, the toxins, the pollutants, the alcohol, the smoking, the drinking, the drugs. It all goes back to this shit. Your child might be fucked in the head his whole life because you can't put down a fucking drink. Because you can't put down a fucking joint. Because you can't put down your stupid little pill. Let's talk about exactly what could cause these things. The first is not the most entertaining to listen to, but it's environmental toxins and pollution. In Dubai especially, the air is very thick, it is very humid, and it's almost like, you know when imagine drinking thick water. That's what it feels like, but it's breathing air instead. Like it's still air, you can breathe it, but it's thick and it's heavy and it's like, it's dirty. Constant breathing in of these industrial pollutants fucks us and causes impotence and causes infertility. And by the way, if all of your sperm cells just ended up being destroyed, you would not even be able to have the child in the first place. It's either you're infertile or you have a fucked up, mentally damaged kid. And this is no offense or like, I'm not trying to put down anybody, but I'm sure the ideal scenario is for you to have a good, healthy child. I'm sure you don't want an unhealthy child, and nobody would, right? We pray for these kinds of things. And then you have like people like these dumbasses who smoke every day and take drugs and drink every day and don't even live healthy and don't even exercise. How do you not even? Anyways, so we have pollutants. We have the environmental pollutants. We have environmental toxins, which are mostly man-made. If you can stay away from that, that would help you. We have drugs. We have the addictive drugs, and we also have pharmaceutical drugs. We also have pharmaceutical drugs that we tested for a short period of time and it's safe. But we never really tested for long-term fertility. If you're on any form of like medications or like antidepressants or SSRIs, these things could have indirect effects on your fertility that you don't know. Why do you need some man-made chemical to alter your brain and to alter your body? And then that causes you sperm morphology just so you could feel artificially happy in the moment. That is fucked up for you, bro. That is fucked up for you. And down the line, a child that perhaps lives a miserable life because of your problems, I think that's terrible, man. We have alcohol. Stop drinking. Stop drinking. We have smoking. Stop smoking. These things are so simple. Find a way and beat the addiction. Don't smoke. But this one is very important. Cortisol. Stress. Stress. Do not stress over things you can't control. Do not stress over things you can't control, bro. Just find a way to lower your cortisol. I've made many videos on increasing stress tolerance and reducing stress. Go and watch those. Reduce your stress. And this one is perhaps one of, if not the most important one. Diet. The standard American diet is catastrophic. It is genuinely, like, it's horrible. Filled with seed oils, filled with like red 40 and blue dyes and like these weird things that hijack your gut. They genuinely hijack your gut. I've been on a carnivore diet for quite a while now. Mostly carnivorous, right? Like every now and then I'll have a fucking orange just to like try and fully transition into a carnivorous diet or animal based, right? And holy shit, do I feel amazing. Last night, I'm testing this, right? I have no pimples that are alive right now. These are all just like old and dead and hyperpigmentation that will go away with time. I'm working on it. But I have no new, you know those pimples that are like white and filled with pus? I have none of them right now. My face is completely clear. You can take a look, right? I have none of them. Zero. Last night I did a test. I ordered some meal from outside. I don't wanna say it to bring down the company, right? But I ordered this meal to test. And I don't know if I'm coping or not. I'm probably half coping and half not coping. But I ordered this meal to test out the effects it'll have on my body. Immediately the carb crash, very apparent, blah, 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 whatever. But I want to see if I will break out, because for the past week, I did not break out once. The past week, I did not break out once. And the videos, by the way, are kind of batched, so you can't really tell in the videos when I record and how many weeks and blah, blah, blah. But they are not, I don't record one a day, you know, you get the point. If I do break out, 100% it's from the diet, and we can confirm it. Genuinely 100%. But that's off topic. Get off the standard American diet. If you want a good diet, I personally think the carnivorous diet is one of the best. But I'm not gonna say that to you yet, because it's very, very hard. It's very tough and it's very boring. Try a whole food based diet. Simply, this means foods that do not have an ingredient list. Foods that 500 years ago you could eat, like a potato, like some meat, like some fish, like some tuna, like olive oil, like olives, like yogurt. I'm not even sure about yogurt, right? Because they have like a modified milking. Look at the back of the yogurt. You'll find like modified milk ingredients. What is that, man? Why do you modify the milk, bro? Just make yogurt normally, right? No more of this 50 ingredient list type foods. None of that shit. Cut it out, and I guarantee you your health will skyrocket, and you'll fix your problem with sperm morphology, man. When I make videos for you, I make some that help you in the short term and some that will help you in the long term. This is one of them that will change your life in the future. When you're able to have a fucking child, bro, there's an infertility crisis already happening right now. Look into a video I made titled The 2045 Crisis. I go a bit deeper into that. All you need to do is genuinely live a healthier life, have less stress, go outside, exercise. Another reason you might have this bullshit is because you're so fucking fat, bro. Go outside, do some exercise, man. Walk, go lift, go run, go do some boxing, go do some MMA, go do some tennis, bro. I don't fucking care. Just go move around and go change your body. Do something about it, man. Change. Imagine how you would feel if you were blind your entire life because your dad wouldn't move and wouldn't stop smoking. You would pretty much fucking hate your dad, wouldn't you? Now imagine your child looking at you and like realizing, because he has this knowledge, he has the access to it now, and hating you for the rest of his life. Imagine you find the woman you love, right? The woman you love, the wife of your children, the mother of your children. Imagine you find the mother of your children, the woman you want to stay with for the rest of your life, and you have a great connection together. And you raise a child, but that child ends up hating you for the rest of its life. And you can't change that. Why? Because it knows you are the reason for its disabilities and its suffering. It knows that you are the reason it is fucking blind. It knows you're the reason it's deaf. It knows you're the reason it has this weird disability that we don't even know of yet. It knows it's your fault. And you know it's your fault because you couldn't put down the fucking vape. Think of that. This is why I tell you, and I do this, and I fix this, and I coach this. This is why I do all of this, so that you don't have to deal with shit in the long term, bro. The solution long-term self-improvement, long-term changing your diet, long-term changing your habits, living a more traditional life. And I don't mean like, oh bro, go live in the woods. You can mix the best of both. You can mix the best of traditional life, you can mix the best of modern life. Traditional life, you'd have to go work physically. Modern life, you can work online and make tens of thousands of dollars a month. And by the way, quick plug, if you want to learn how to do this, first link in the description. I teach you personally. This is my own way of teaching. It's the way I built my own empire, and it works 100%. Anyways, traditional life, you have to go work in the factory, you have to go work in the forest, in the farm, whatever. Modern life, you can sit at home, make videos, and you'll make tens of thousands of dollars a month. Modern life, obviously that one was better for most people. Modern life, seed oils. Traditional life, olive oil. Do you see how you can take the best of both worlds? Olive oil, online work. You can combine the best of both worlds and create the perfect life. All you need to do is just have an open brain, have some intelligence, have some dignity about yourself and your child, man. Please don't grow your child to be autistic, bro. Please, you can control it. And to those people who are gonna say, oh, but it's genetic, it's genetic. Is it really? Is it really genetic when all the fucking numbers are skyrocketing, when the infertility numbers are skyrocketing, when the genetic disease, not the genetic, when the like born diseases, like diseases you get when you're born are skyrocketing, when all the problems are skyrocketing, when all the heart disease is skyrocketing, when all the filth is skyrocketing? Is it really genetic? Fuck, it is not. It is not. Wish not for a lighter load, but a stronger back.